every doubt they threw like a blade to the chest. For every low expectation like weight on my breath. They wrote me off early, called me less than the rest. But pressure like that turns a spark to a thread. I carried their whispers as fuel in my stride. Let every insult cut deep in my pride. But nothing they said ever stayed on my side. I sharpened the wrath till it burned from inside. Underestimations became my domain. A throne built from mockery, failure and pain. I forged every slide in the force I could train. A weapon to focus with fire in the grave. Built from the force you refuse to respect. Every dismissal you fail to detect. Turn into power, and now I project. Push back, let the fury climb. Break through, never toe the line. Stand tall, this is my design. Rejects wrath, made to redefine. Now I project. Now I project. Now I project. Now I project. Oh, they laughed at the pace I was trying to grow. Thought I'd collapse under pressure and show the limits they hoped I'd forever outflow. But I learned their intent was a weapon to tow. So I raised my endurance to handle their doubt. Turned every insult to something devout. Now when they question the path I'm about, I answer in power and volume and shout. Underestimation can carve you in stone, crafting a hunger that cuts to the bone. The wrath of a reject is never alone. It grows in the silence that shapes the unknown. While they tried to bury the flame in my chest, they only ensured that the fire progressed. Now I rise with a storm they can't suppress. A force reborn at its ruthless best. I am the wrath of the ones you reject. Built from the force you refuse to respect. Every dismissal you fail to detect. Turn into power, now I project. Stand up, let the fire return. Strike hard, let the doubters burn. Move fast, watch the tables turn. Rejects wrath, now it's my turn. Now I project. Now I project. Now I project. Now I project. I rose from the things that were meant to destroy. Turned every cold laugh to a blade I deploy. Now every lost hope they attempted to toy becomes the engine of rage I enjoy. The doubt was the storm that I learned to survive. The pressure that taught me how hard to arrive. Now I hit with a force they can never deprive. The wrath of the reject, awake and alive. Now I project. I didn't climb out of darkness by running from it. I learned how to breathe where the light couldn't hit. I step through the shadows, nothing to guide. Let every cold whisper cut into my stride. The void didn't break me or swallow my pride. I adapted my pulse till the dark felt that light. I didn't escape what was crushing my core. I hardened my soul till it asked me for more. The abyss wasn't hell, it became my decor. I forged in the deep where I learned to restore. I was born in the abyss, where the cold winds twist, where the lost feel missed, where the brave resist. And I rise from the dark with a fire you can't dismiss.
Stand firm in the shadows, buddy. Move fast where there is no light. Grow strong in the endless night. Born deep, built for the fight.
The darkness I lived in became my terrain. It sharpened my senses with pressure and strain. I carried the void like a mark in my vein, a fuel in the black that rewired my brain. Where others would fold, I aligned with the gloom. Marched through the echo to silence the doom. The abyss wasn't grave, it became my own room, a place I evolved instead of assumed. Boy, you don't conquer darkness by shutting your eyes. You walk through its heartbeat and learn how it lies. You build a new vision where shadows arise, a creature of depth unbound by disguise. My strength wasn't built in the comfort of day. It came from the nights that called me their way. The abyss taught me how to adapt and obey, then rise from its edge in relentless array. I was born in the abyss, where the cold winds twist, where the lost feel missed, where the brave resist, where I rise from the dark with a fire you can't dismiss. Stand for stand tall. When the void calls back, push on through the endless black. Stay sharp, never lose the track. Born deep, built to attack. I'm molding my heartbeat with shadows and fear. Turned every cold whisper into my gear. Where others felt lost, I became the frontier, a soldier of dark with a vision severe. The abyss isn't death, it's the womb of the strong, a place where the broken can rebuild their song. I stayed in the void till I knew I belonged. Now I rise with a force that's been waiting too long. Too long, too long, too long, too long. I was born in the abyss, where the cold winds twist, where the lost feel missed, where the brave resist. And I rise from the dark with a fire you can't dismiss.
Stand tall.
Hey. I shut the feeling off so the target stays clear. No shaking my breath and no tremor in fear. I cut through distraction like a blade through glass. Move with the mind, made a voltage of mass. Emotionless stride in the world moving fast. Cold in the focus, built to outlast. No heartbeat wavering, no second guess. No pause in the motion, no room to regress. Precision is something I wear like a dress. Clean in the method, brutal and finesse. Clean in the method, brutal and finesse. Clean in the method, brutal and finesse. Cold-blooded focus, I move with intent. Every decision exact and unbent. Nothing internal to block or prevent. I strike with a purpose that never relents. Lock in, cut the noise away, move clean. Keep the doubt at bay, press on. With a razor's way, no slip, execution obey. let emotion distort what I see. No fog in the lens, no weight on the spree. My mind becomes silent, efficient and free. A sharper machine built for clarity. Every distraction gets torn from the frame. Every false signal erased from the game. I walk with a stillness that amplifies aim. A hunter of goals with unshaken flame. When focus gets cold, precision gets pure. Every intention becomes more secure. I cut through the stress that others endure. My method exact, relentlessly sure. There's power in stillness and force and control. A mind locked on target is hard to patrol. I channel the silence that sharpens the soul. Cold-blooded rhythm that makes the whole whole. Cold-blooded focus, I move with intent. Every decision exact and unbent. Nothing internal to block or prevent. I strike with a purpose that never relents. Aim sharp, keep the margin thin, push clean. Let the outcome spin, move straight. Where the strong begin, stay cold. Discipline within, no tremor in thought and no fracture in plan. I tighten the path like a well-honed scan. I'm locked in the moment with more than a span. Cold-blooded calm in the heart of the man. Emotionless rhythm, mechanicals dry. No weight of the heart pulling me to the side. Pure execution becomes my pride. A focus machine with nothing to hide. Cold-blooded focus, I move with intent. Hey! Any dynamic, baby, brutally relentless. Hey! Clean in the method, baby, brutally finesse. Hey! I set the match to the past I carried in fear. Watched every version of me disappear. I stood in the blaze with the ashes alive. Let every failure ignite and revive. The pain that I ran from would not stay deprived. It rose in the fire and taught me to thrive. I burned the excuses that held me in place. Let go of the weakness I tried to erase. The fury inside didn't aim to disgrace. It forced a new self. From the fire with a violent rebirth, burning the version that was for my worth. Tear through the ashes and break from the earth. A new voice born in the heat of the burn. Flame up, let the old self die. Stand up, watch the limits fry. Break out, leave the past behind. Burn through, lightning redesign. I walk through the heat with the ghost in my chest. Let every old habit collapse under stress. The fire reveal what I couldn't express. Strength in the wreckage I used to suppress. The version I killed wasn't built to withstand. It cracked under pressure I couldn't defend. So I let it collapse, I refuse to pretend. I started again, a flame with no end. Rebirth isn't gentle, it cuts like a blade. It tears through the layers of who you betrayed. You rise from the ruins of choices you made. A creature of heat, no longer afraid. I welcome the chaos that came from the blaze. Let it reshape me in furious ways. Now every heartbeat is set to erase the weaker version from earlier days. I rise from the fire with a violent rebirth. Burning the version that was for my worth. I tear through the ashes and break from the earth. A new voice born in the heat of the earth. I rise from the fire with a violent rebirth. Burning the version that was for my worth. I tear through the ashes and break from the earth. A new voice born in the heat of the burn. Burned. Burned. Burned.
Burn deep, never fall again. Break free, tear through every chain. Rise fast, forge from ash and pain. Stand new, reborn through flame.
I tore through the limits, I swore at the past. Watched every doubt turn to smoke and the blast of fire. Consume what was holding me last. Now nothing behind me remains for the past. This is a revival, it's total reform. A violent rebirth in the heart of the storm. I rise from destruction and powerful form. A newly awakened, unstoppable Lord. rule my worth. I tear through the ashes and break from the earth. A new force born in the heat of the burn.
Burn, burn, burn.
I walked through the shadows that clung to my name. Tried to outrun fear, but it chased just the same. I buried the parts of me burning inside. Tried to deny what I couldn't divide, but the demon I feared never left when I'd hide. It waited in silence, more loyal than pride. It whispered in moments when doubt took the lead. Reminded me pain was the fuel that I need. Not every dark thought was a thing to impede. Some were the fire preparing to creed. Yeah. I rise with the demon I once feared to face. Turn every shadow into power I embrace. I don't run from the darkness I used to disgrace. I walk with the fire and move with its pace. I'm standing where the shadows burn. Lean in, let the tide return. Own it, let the power turn. Know this, every flame I earn. I used to deny what was living in me, thinking that strength meant staying debris free. But pressure revealed what I failed to see. My darkest parts were the key to be free. The demon inside is an evil or vile. It's the part of my mind that survived every trial. It rises in me when the climb gets hostile. A sharpened edge, hidden in profile. I don't fear the creature that shadows my light. I learned it was forged in the heart of my fight. Together we move with unbroken might. A fusion of dark and disciplined sight. It's not my downfall, it's part of my crown. The side of my spirit that never backs down. Where others collapse, it refuses to drown. The demon and I rise through the sound. I rise with the demon I once feared to face. Turn every shadow into power I embrace. I don't run from the darkness I used to disgrace. I walk with the fire and move with its pace. Stand strong where the worlds collide. Move fast with the flame as guide. Own fear, never try to divide. Rise now with the dark ally. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't hide the hunger that pushes me through. It's part of the engine that drives what I do. The demon inside isn't chained, it's true. We fight as one till we break through. Light alone never carried my form. It's the shadow and flame that weather the storm. Strength isn't gentle, it's forged to transform. My demon and I keep evolving the norm. Oh no. I I feel the pressure rise, but I don't let it blind me. Fire in my veins, but the chaos won't define me. I walk with a storm that could break my aim. Heat in my chest like a weapon untamed, but I grip that rage like I'm holding the flame. Steady and sharp, never slipping to blame. Fury once pulled me in ways I regret, twisting my breath into spirals of sweat. Now I hold this spark with a focused mindset. Power control directed and set. Oh, oh, oh. Turn the rage into fire into, turn the fire into something I use. Turn the storm into strength I renew. I rise with power, but never ruin. Sharp mind cutting through the heat. Fast ride, moving on repeat. Tight line, where do I beats me? Fire, always control, never defeat. I fall into flames that I couldn't contain. Lost to the moments where anger felt vain, but I built my grip through the loss and the strain. Holding the blaze like a forged metal chain. When pressure attacks, I don't crumble or fade. I breathe through the burn like a warrior made. Rage becomes strength when the chaos is weight. A force aligned, a sharpened blade. Yeah. I don't let fire scatter the air. I shape it clean with a precise repair. Every spark becomes something I wear. I'm built from discipline and care. This isn't fury that tears me apart. It's focused power that fuels my heart. Intensity refined into art, a crafted flame, a deliberated start. Turn the fire into something I use. Turn the storm into strength I renew. I rise with power, but never ruin. Hold firm, never let it sway. Stand tall, carve a clean away. Move fast, keep the burn at bay. My rage, discipline each day. Yeah. Hold firm, never let it sway. Stand tall, carve a clean away. Move fast, keep the burn at bay. My rage, disciplined each day. I stand in the center of storms I got. Fire in my chest with no loss in stride. No wild blaze burning uncontrolled inside. My flame moves measured and amplified. Every lesson cut from the heat I felt. Shape my will like hardened steel belt. Rage becomes power the moment it's dealt. A silent force perfectly held.
I walk through the dark with no echo beside me. No voices in reach and no hand to guide me. I climb through nights where the silence aligned me. Turned every empty moment into something that refined me. No comfort nearby when the pressure grew hard. No one to step in when a fight left me scarred. I built my edge from the battles unmarred. Rising alone on a path that's charred. No witness behind me when I stood through fear. No warmth in the cold as the doubt drew near. But I forged my strength from the atmosphere. Alone wolf born from a harsher frontier. I move alone where the deep wind roam. I move alone in the grind I call home. I move alone through the cold and the unknown. I move alone and I rise on my own. Cut through every shadow I chase. Stand firm with no one to replace. Run far in my solitary pace. On this, carve my space. Yeah. I walk without guidance in the steepest climb. No voice to steady the slip in time. But every lonely road sharpen my prime. Turning wounds into a focused design. Silence became the mirror I feared. Teaching me strength when the path wasn't cleared. Every quiet moment division riven. I run with clarity, my old self never engineered. I learned the storm won't move for me, so I call my pace aggressively. Found my truth in adversity. Made my rise relentlessly. The world stay cold, but I can fire. Let every setback sharpen desire. Carry the way, but climb higher. I don't know, walking the wire. I'm over alone where the deep winds roam. I'm over alone in the grind I go home. I'm over alone through the cold and the unknown. I'm over alone and I rise on my own. Stand sharp, carve a path untold. Run far, let the hunger run full. Stay true through the pressure and cold. Rise long, turn the struggle to gold. No pardon beside me, but still I grow. No witness witness around when I strike the blow. No crowd to chill when I let light show. The lone wolf rises a private glow. I don't walk empty, I walk refined. Cooked from the storms that redesign. I carry the battles inside my mind and move ahead, one step alive.
Cut on the bottom, it's slowing my climb. He start every dream, wasting pieces of time. I carry this weight like a rusted design. Now I strip him away, and the future is mine. He hit from the work when the moment got real. Ran from the pressure I needed to feel. I'm carving him out like a blade through steel. Every weakness he had becomes part of my zeal. He drifted through days while I burned in the ground. The chances slipped by that were rightfully mine. Now I break his pattern with a sharper mind, rising forward with voice that he couldn't refine. Ice past the shape, he left it grinning. Right where he refused to. Ice through the cracks he couldn't see. I rise and reclaim my identity. He never could face. Did what he broke, piece by piece in his place. Every delay he made, I turned the pace. Now I try what it take, cut and clean through the space. He clung to the comfort that kept me confined. Blinded the hunger running inside. Now I step through fear, he tried to hide. Every scar that he left is a sign of a lie. I don't seek revenge on the world outside. Just an old version of me that lied. Now I rise with a force that can't be denied, leaving nothing of him in the path of my stride. I rise past the shape he left in me. I rise where he refused to be. I rise through the cracks he couldn't see. I rise in the ring, cracking my identity. Every limit in my way, I refuse to decay. This is my final say, into a sharper day.
Breakthrough, pressure never slowed my name. Fire in my chest when the whole world changed. Locked in place till I snapped the chain. Now I run so hard that I scorched the frame. Stagnant days couldn't cage my rise. Weight held tight but it sharpened my drive. When the spark hit deep, every doubt capsized. Now I tear through the limits like I'm built to thrive. I'm going all in, I ignite like fire. I break the moment, rising higher and higher. I feel the thunder running through my wire. This is how I take an empire. I conquer, I claim my time. I conquer,
Every step I take turns the struggle to flame. Every setback flip to a weapon I claim. When the pressure crushed hard, I refuse to break. Turn the heat into fuel till the whole ground quake. Now I charge full speed where the strong don't dare. Break through locks like that thin as air. That one split second when the path turns clear. That's the point where I rise, never disappear. I'm going all in, I ignite like fire. I break the moment, rising higher and higher. I feel the thunder running through my wire. This is how I take an empire. I conquer, oh, I claim my time. I conquer, oh, the peak is mine.
I don't dim my light just to make you feel tall. If my hunger's too loud, then don't listen at all. Build my aim from the dirt, turn the grind into call. Now I rise like a storm, breaking straight through the wall. Every goal on my list, yeah, I claim it with pride. I don't hide who I am or the fire inside. If ambition's too much, better step to the side. Cause I'm done playing small just to make you feel right. I wanna apologize for my drive. Apologize for my drive. I wanna apologize for my drive. Apologize for my drive. I don't shrink, I don't fold, I don't step aside. If you can handle the heat, don't cross my stride. I'm bound by a purpose, I refuse to hide. I won't apologize for my aim. Every target I chase feels carved in flame. If ambition offends you, remember my name. I'm the one who turns pressure into claim. My lane, my rules, I advance with intent. Never water down moves just to see more content. I don't chase validation, I chase the sin. My foundation's built strong from the time I spent. No mask, no filters, no soft in tone. I'm a force on the rise with a will of my own. If ambition's a crime, then I'm carved in stone. Cause I stated outright, I'm physically known. Wanna apologize for my drive. Apologize for my drive. Apologize for my drive. Wanna apologize for my drive. I don't shrink, I don't fold, I don't step aside. If you can't handle the heat, don't cross my stride. I'm bound by a purpose, I refuse to hide. I wanna apologize for my aim. Every target I chase was carved in flame. If ambition offends you, remember my name. I'm the one who turns pressure into claim. I'm the one who turns pressure into
I don't back down, I don't break stride. Engine my chest and it's burning inside. Hit after hit, yeah, I rise every time. Relentless in motion, I sharpen the grind. Speed in my step, no limit inside. Power my breath and I charge through the fire. Pressure gets heavy, I flip it to might. I'm the force that keeps climbing night after night. Night after night after night after night after no. Relentless, I run it back, I run it fast. Relentless, I break the limits, they say last. Relentless, I hit the gas, I never crash.
I shake, then I push even more. Every setback hits, but I settle the score. No fear in my veins, no quitting in core. I don't stall, don't stop, I was built for war. Bump them locked, then I accelerate pain. Turn every struggle into fuel in the chain. While others fall off, I stay in the lane. Relentless in heart, relentless in brain. No. Relentless, I run it back, I run it fast. Relentless, I break the limits, they say less. Relentless, I hit the gas, I never crash. Hey, hey, I'm built to outlast. Relentless, oh, I made it right. Relentless, oh, I don't compromise. Relentless, oh, I don't compromise. Hey, hey, I'm built to outlast. Relentless, I run it back, I run it fast. Relentless, I break the limits, they say less. Relentless, I hit the gas, I never crash. Hey, hey, I'm built to outlast.
Shadow in my chest starts waking from his cage. Heartbeat, war drum, rattling the chains. Vision goes narrow, mind locked in the rage. This is raw rise with the weak disengaged. Steel in my hands, I bend it like fate. Pressure my back, but I carry the weight. Sweat is the ground like a ritual gate, and the beast steps forward. Too hungry to wait. Pose doubling, breath tightening, electricity climbing. I go monster mode. I go monster mode. No fear in my veins, no quit in my soul. Let the world fall back while I take control. When the beast wakes up, I don't answer. I explode. Monster mode, break limits, break doubt, break every yoke. When the fire ignites, I ascend overload. This is not just strength, this is monster mode. Claws out, cutting through the doubt like a buzzsaw. Mind raw, every single rep is a war call. Lock jaw up until the whole world falls. Beast in my blood and it never hits pause. I am the chaos that contrasts to tame. I am the hunger that burns through the pain. Push till I tear every boundary and range. I'm the creature they fear when I step in the frame. Limit breaking, earth shaking, pressure's my home. You hear the growl, yeah, that's the rise of the unknown. Reload every strike, every step. Feel the prime will explode. This the moment I claim. This the path I uphold. All power unleashed. Welcome to monster mode. The beast. The beast. The beast. The beast. The beast. Monster mode. All power. Unleash.
Yo. Boots on the ground, I feel the pressure ignite. Past on my shoulders, but it's fading from sight. Cut every tether that was holding me tight. Now I'm moving with a fury you can't rewrite. This is commitment in its purest form. Walking through chaos like I weathered a storm. No echo of doubt, no reason to conform. I burned every bridge that could take me back home. Breath sharp, mind fixed, dead and behind me. Future in my fists.
No retreat, no return. No retreat, no return.
I step into the fire, let the old world burn. Locked in, locked on, every setback turn. Once I choose the path, I commit with no concern.
No retreat, no return.
I call my way ahead with a will none can overturn. Every mile I push, every lesson I earn. Only one direction left, forward to crash and burn. For never turn back.
Look over my shoulder, don't pull the past it. What's gone is gone, no ghosts I'm masking. Pressure on me feels less like a trap and more like a crown forged from everything I'm surpassing. Corrupt, so what I adapt, evolve. Problems hit, I stand resolved. No hesitation, I break, dissolve. Every wall in my path is a stage devolved. Purpose locked, unchanged, unturned. I advance till the final bridges, essence burn. No return, I choose the narrow road with a fire that churns. No fallback plans, no safe concerns. I'm the one who decides how the future turns.
No relay, no return. Drive so relentless, the fear can't discern where the doubt once lived. Now there's nothing to confirm. I'm built for the march where the fearless learn. Never turn back.
Fix it. You say you're lost, then shift it. You've been waiting for a spark that you never lit, blaming your limits when you never committed. You talk about change like you're built for the climb, but your actions don't match the words in your mind. You've been feeding your weakness like it's something to keep, watering the habits that put your drive to sleep. You've been hiding behind comfort, calling it fate, calling procrastination. I start when it's late. You've rehearsed the excuses so well they sound true, but deep down, you know that's not you. No more excuse. This is the line in the sand where the old you dies. No more, no more reasons, no more pretty lies. No more excuses. If you want a new life, then bleed for the truth. Break every pattern that's been killing you, your youth. No more hiding behind someday, no more drowning in fear. You change your life right here, right now. No more excuses. potential inside you was left unemployed. You've been living on autopilot, a ghost in your own timeline, waiting for change instead of drawing the line. You keep saying I can't, but the truth is you won't. You keep saying tomorrow, but we both know you don't. Change doesn't show up. Change gets dragged out of the dirt. You want a new mindset, earn it through her. Stop treating discipline like it's optional. Stop treating growth like it's a luxury. Stop treating your own potential like it could wait forever. You know what's been holding you back. You just didn't want to face it. Face it now. No more excuses. This is a line in the sand where we always live now. No more stories. No more reasons. No more pretty lies. No more excuses. If you want a new life, then bleed for the truth. Break every pattern that's been killing your youth. No more hiding behind someday. No more drowning in fear. You change your life right here, right now. No more excuses. No more excuses. No more excuses. This is the rebirth, no applause, no crowd, just you in the mirror finally speaking out loud. I've wasted enough time, I've waited enough years. I've let small things stop me, get fed on my fears. Not anymore, this is the moment you take back control. The second you will discipline into your soul. From this point forward, every lie burns away and every excuse dies today. No mercy, no mercy, no hiding. No more excuses.
Breaking isn't the end. Breaking is the beginning. Most people stop at the fracture. I walk through it. I came from the lowlands, where hope ran thin, where silence was a weight pressing deep in the skin. I found the edge early, the place where strength hides. Tore past the fear with the fire that never divides. Every scar on my path became a lesson in grit, teaching me to rise from the punches that didn't quit. I've stared down the moments that swallow men whole, and built a backbone carved out of a land. Let's go. You don't learn power and comfort, you learn it in collapse. I rose at the breaking point where the weak turn back and the strong ignite. No fear in my breath, no quit in my voice. I crawl through the struggle like it ain't a choice. Breaking point, that's where the real ones start. Where the fire gets built in the depth of your heart. At the edge of the pain, at the limit of sight, and rise from the breaking point, ready to fight for myself in rooms where nobody clapped, where doubt tried to pull me and failure attacked. Every setback pushed me, every hardship taught. I learned that greatness is purchased through battles fought. I don't chase the easy breaks fast. I chase the challenge that hammers you past your past. People fear the fall, but I fear standing still. Cause stagnation is death and motion is will. Strength isn't loud, it's the quiet decision to keep moving when everything inside says stop. If you wanna transform, go where you break. Stay there, stay long enough to rebuild something unrecognizable. I rose at the breaking point. I rose at the breaking point where the weak turn back and the strong ignite. No fear in my breath, no quit in my voice. I crawl through the struggle like it ain't a choice. Breaking point, that's where the real ones start. Where the fire gets built in the depth of your heart. At the edge, at the pain, at the limit of sight, and rise from the breaking point, ready to fight.
In the nights when the world tried to crush my muscle, I stitched my spirit with threads of pain. Turned every loss into long-term gain. Now I step with a force that wasn't born. It was engineered in the pressure of every storm. And when the next breaking point comes, I walk into it smiling. I know what it builds. No
where the old me died. Left versions of myself on the other side. All the weight I carried, all the shame I stored, had me locked in a war I was tired of fighting for. Then one day I realized identity is clay. You can reshape it, remake it, throw the old mask away. The past ain't a prison unless you stay in the cell. And I broke out that day like I walked out of hell.
All I want is you to letting go. Feels like losing until you realize it's actually freedom.
This is the power starting over, burning the script and writing your own. New name, new path, new fire in the soul. No shame in the ashes of what you've outgrown. Starting over, where courage gets born and the old chains fall. Reset the story, build it all. When the world says stop, you begin again stronger. That's the power of starting over. That's the power of starting over. I threw away timelines that never were mine. Thought for my life to fit someone else's design. I walk barefoot into uncertainty's glare. Found truth in the moments when nothing felt fair. You don't need a reason to restart the climb, just the courage to say that old path wasn't mine. I'm not running from failure, I'm running toward growth. And the price of becoming is burning the yoke you made to the person you're no longer meant to be. There's no shame in stepping into life without the weight that once crushed you. You're allowed to reinvent. You're allowed to erase the script. You're allowed to become someone you've never met yet. Let the old version rest. You're not betraying your story. You're reclaiming it. Feel the power of starting over. Life reborn in the hands of choice. Fresh breath, fresh will, a resurrected voice. No fear of the silence, no shame in the noise. Starting over, where the past breaks off and the real you stands. No apologies made for changing your plans. When the old world fades and the new one calls, begin again. And rise above it all. It's the call. And rise above it all. I'm not who I was, and that's the entire point. The past was a spark, but it's not the whole joint. I've watched myself crumble, then rebuild from dust. Found strength in the moments where I had to adjust. Starting over ain't weakness, a signature move, a declaration that your life is still allowed to improve. So here's my vow: every time the path ends, I'll draw a new one and fire and walk it again. Rebirth is a choice.
Most people run from the pain. I run through it. Most people wait for strength. I'll be coming. I wasn't born a lion, I forged my roar.
Found power in the places I was dying before. As a terror mindset carved out of the void, I made peace with the suffering most try to avoid. Yeah. I faced every demon with a dead man stare. Turn fear into a weapon, turn pain to a prayer. Kick and break my bone, try to shatter my will, but I crawl with the fire most people can't. I got no quit, no retreat in my blood. Beat me down once, I rise twice from the mud. King of heavy is the heart I bring, but pressure builds monsters and I'm built to reign. No quit, not a second, not a breath, not a blink. Esoteric force in the way that I think. I walk through suffering like it gave me my wings. Bow down to the rise of the King of Kings. I shatter those early walk through hell's doors when the flames try to burn me. Pain ain't torture, it's tuition for greatness. A contract with destiny signed in lateness. I bled on the path till my soul turned steel. Learn discipline's a promise, not a thing you feel. Most pray for comfort, I pray for storms, cause you don't forge legacies in comfortable forms. I got no quit, no retreat in my blood. Beat me down once, I rise twice from the mud. King of guns, heavy is the heart I bring, but pressure builds monsters and I'm built to reign. No quit, not a second, not a breath, not a break. I'm a force in the way that I think. I walk through suffering like it gave me my wings. Bow down to the rise of the King of Kings. You want a life worth remembering, then you better learn to love the damn suffering. Oh. Pain tried to claim me, I turned it to fuel. Broke every barrier like it didn't know the rules. I don't fold, don't fade, don't fall for things. I rise every time, that's what makes me King of Kings. Oh, quit.